Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Drake. I am the physical education teacher at Franklin High School. I'm here with Mr. Lemansky, who also teaches physical education too. We are going to be showing you how we do our warm-up every day in our physical education class. When we talk about activities that athletes do, there are three parts that you have. The first part is what we call the warm-up. The warm-up is what we use to get the body prepared to do an activity. Then the middle part is the activity that you actually do. And then the end is a cool down. Now we need to have a cool down because when the muscles are all worked up, they get lactic acid built up in them. That lactic acid, if it's not worked out, will cause cramping, muscle soreness, things like that. So we need to have a cool down to try to let those muscles slowly get the blood flowing, keep that lactic acid, get it moving through the system so that we don't have that soreness, stiffness the next day. This video here today, we are going to be talking about the first part, which is the warm-up. Now with the warm-up, there are two main parts that we use. The first part is an activity to warm the body. The second part is we need to stretch the muscles. Now, we warm the body because we cannot stretch a cold muscle. It is not good for the muscle. It can cause injury. So we want to do something to get the body going. Now we could have you run for 5 minutes, but one activity that we have learned years ago is what we call the dot drill. Now, I love the dot drill for several reasons, and probably the most important reason to me is the dot drill is an activity where we jump back and forth on dots, and it really helps to build knee and ankle strength. And to me, that's probably the most important because it helps prevent injury. The biggest injuries for high school kids through sports and activities are knees and ankles, and I think it's important that we do this activity, try to build some strength and stability in those joints to help us prevent that. Another good side effect of doing the dot drill is also speed. It's going to work on foot speed, your ability to move front to back, side to side. It's going to work on your speed development and also work on your coordination. So it's going to help you be more coordinated on the field as an athlete or just in whatever activity you want to do. So again, with the dot drill, the important parts are we want to build in strength in the knee and ankle joint. That helps prevent injury. We also want to work on coordination and speed of our lower body. So those are some things that we do. Next, we'd like to show you kind of what the dot drill looks like, explain that to you, and then we'll do a quick demonstration to show you how to do it.
This is Mr. Lemansky, and since you're going to be expected to do the dot drill 5 days a week, including at home, you have to know how to set it up so you can actually do it. So this document will be embedded into this video. The dots are arranged, as you can see, in a rectangular shape with a dot in the middle. Now, from left to right, the dots, as you can see, are 2 feet apart, and from top to bottom, they are 3 feet apart. And I'm just going to quickly scan over here so you can see they are on the gym floor. So that arrangement is what you had in the diagram. It's 2 feet across on the bottom, 3 feet from top to bottom. Okay. Next, times. We will be timing you on this, and we understand when we start the year, some of these times you might not meet. So you're going to do the best you can to start, but basically we're looking at, if you want to really be great at the dot drill or super quick, you're looking at under 50 seconds, and 50 to 60 is great, a great time. 60 to 70 is average, 70 to 80 needs work, and over 80 is slow. My nephew and I have been working out recently, and we started doing the dot drill, and I'm slow right now, but if I keep on doing it every day, I'm going to work up the ladder just like you. So the next thing we're going to do is demonstrate the dot drill so you can see the 5 different activities you need to do.
Okay, here we are with Mr. Lemansky. He is going to demonstrate for us, and I'm going to talk you through this. Again, I want to emphasize that this is the dot drill. This is a great way to warm the body up in a short period of time to get you ready for activity. It'll get your heart rate going, and then again, it does a lot of things for us that are good to help us. So what I want to do is start off with the first thing. Now, you're going to start with your heels on the dots. Okay, and the first activity, and by the way, you're going to do 5 different activities, 6 rotations of each. So the first activity is going to be up and back. So Ms. Lemansky is going to jump to the middle of both feet, and the top and back. Okay, that is simply all you have to do. You do that 6 times. When you finish, you will land in this position with the heels and the dots again. The second one is what we're going to move into, the right foot zigzag pattern. You will notice that he goes from back right, middle, top left, middle, back left, back right.
Dot.
It is
Talk about that. Missed the dot. That's a 10th of a second penalty every time.
But it's important to understand that it is a zigzag pattern, not a diagonal. Sometimes kids will want to go diagonal. That is incorrect. It is zigzag. The side-to-side motion, what we're looking for to help build the strength in the knee.
Can I add something to that?
And you can go ahead.
So it's right, middle, right, left, middle, left is the pattern you do with one foot.
Now, he's going to do that 6 times again. That is part of the rotation. And I also want to emphasize, he said that he missed a dot. And when you do this for time, you're not supposed to miss more than 10. Now, if you're going fast, you're going to miss a dot once in a while. So that's going to happen. But if you miss more than 10, then you're getting sloppy and it's not going to count. The time doesn't count. So you got to try to do this with 10 or less misses. So here we are. We are on to a third activity. Now, he's going to stay on his right foot. Stay on your right foot. And you're going to jump to the middle onto your left. And now he's going to do a zigzag pattern with his left foot. Left foot's always the hardest one to do. But he's going to do zigzag with his left. He's going to do that 6 times again. Now, once he finishes, he'll be in the back right corner on his left foot. He will jump to the middle on both. And now he's going to do what we call slalom, which is zigzag pattern on both feet. Once he's finished his 6 there, he'll be in the back corner with both feet. Now he will jump to the middle with both, and he'll spread them at the top and then do a 180. The 180, you can swing left, swing right, whichever is comfortable for you, but it's just a rotation, and again, you do 6. When you finish and you are back to the starting position, you are officially done with your time. Now, you are going to be expected to do this at home. So if we are not in class, you are at home, you are going to be expected to do this activity. So you need to find a place in your house, your garage, where you can use chalk, tape, something to mark what looks like a set of dots here for you. And I expect you to do this every day that you are home. The idea, and again, I want to emphasize that I feel this is really important because it really is great for building knee and ankle strength, working speed, coordination. It does a lot of things in a short period of time. If you are good at this, you ought to be able to finish this in 60 seconds or less, okay? You want to get really good, you got to be 50 seconds or less. I've had kids in the past, athletes, who have done this in the high 30s, and that is just flat out flying. But those are things you want to try and strive for because that is what's going to take to be a good athlete, is to be able to do this well. Thank you very much.